Kanye West and Bianca Censori caused a frenzy in Florence when the rapper directed his wife to pose with excited locals in skin-toned outfits in the wake of Italy's indecent exposure scandal. Kanye West and his new wife Bianca Censori caused a major frenzy while shopping in the tourist-heavy Via dei Calzaioli in Florence, Italy on Thursday afternoon. West, 46, got into photographer mode as he directed his sexy wife, 28, as she posed with eager locals in one of her daring outfit looks. Surrounded by adoring fans, Censori showed off her sensational figure in a skin-tight leotard styled with sheeny pantyhose and pointy kitten heels. Between takes, West stopped to adjust the Yeezy Architect's flesh-flashing outfit to ensure the best possible shot on his iPhone. 2 weeks earlier, the couple sparked major controversy in the city of Venice after they were caught putting on a graphic display in the back of a river taxi. DailyMail.com exclusively reported at the time that police were investigating the pair over a disrespectful incident involving West displaying an indecent display in public as Censor curiously lay in front of him with his head in her lap. For Thursday afternoon, Censori had her cropped brunette tresses were slicked back and tucked behind her ears. As for makeup, the natural beauty sported a sexy smoky eyeshadow look with a glossy nude lip and plenty of luminous bronzer. The Australian stunner looked totally in her element with one hand on her hip as her husband snapped away on his iPhone. She carried a unique snail-shaped Bracciolini handbag made of antique gold hardware and dark green leather that retails for a whopping $2,035. West concealed the majority of his face with a long-sleeve shirt that he tied into a mask that only exposed his eyes. The Flashing Lights rapper was clad in all black, including a baggy t-shirt, pants, and Yeezy sneakers. After getting countless photos on the street, West eagerly ushered Censori into the Graziella Bracciolini store, which is a luxury brand founded in Florence, Italy that's famous for its leather goods. Though they were accompanied by security, West acted as his wife's personal category during the short walk to the storefront. Once inside, the A-list couple were greeted by the staff of Graziella Bracciolini and given a tour of the luxury leather brand's latest selections. Censori was instantly driven to an ornate gold purse shaped like the sun with a shiny gold chain link strap. West also proved to be fond of the eye-catching item as he made Censori stop to pose with it near one of the lit-up display cases. Censori also checked out an adorable reptile-shaped bag that had a funky cartoonish look that she seemed to get a kick out of. West and Censori have been on a grand tour of Europe this month, which began with their controversial trip to Venice, Italy. The pair made headlines around the world when West was photographed exposing inappropriate body parts on a boat while Censori was seen kneeling in front of him. In other images, the American rapper was seen seated at the back of a river taxi while Censori nestled her head in his lap. DailyMail.com exclusively revealed that police in the lagoon city had identified the driver of the river taxi they were on. It was said that he would be questioned in the days following the incident about what exactly he saw on the boat, and police are also asking for photographers to hand over the images that went around the world. A Venice police source said, "There are standards of public decorum that have to be followed by tourists and locals alike, and any breaches are severely punished." The images of West with his trousers down while in a taxi as he and his partner crossed the lagoon were seen all over the globe. You could clearly see his trousers were half down, and we have received complaints from people who witnessed it. Now we have identified the driver of the boat, and we will be asking him what he saw as well. The images show the couple clearly in a state of intimacy, and if the local prosecutor decides to press charges, then we will notify the couple, most probably through the relevant embassies. The offense being investigated is acts contrary to public decency, which is punishable by an administrative sanction. Venetian officials have also expressed outrage, hardly surprising considering the city issues fines for infractions like swimming in the canals, open-air picnics, and sprawling on the steps of public buildings. Elisabetta Pesci, counselor for public security in Venice, told Mail Online, "Without any shadow of doubt, what we saw from the couple was a lack of respect for Venice, which is the most enchanting city in the world." A source close to the city's mayor Luigi Bergnaro said, "By chance the monthly meeting on public security is imminent and this sort of behavior will be discussed. Venice is famous for being one of the most beautiful cities in the world, and we expect tourists to maintain a respectable level of decency when visiting. These public acts of spectacle are not what we or the millions of tourists who come here each year wish to see, and we take a very dim view of it. We can only hope that the prosecutor imposes a fine, and then the couple will think long and hard about their behavior if they return to Venice in the future. A spokesman for Venezia Turismo Motascafi, the firm that owned the boat the couple were on, said that it was completely unaware of the incident. They added the pair would have been kicked off the boat if the driver had noticed their public exposure. It went on, the driver had to keep a lookout for traffic and did not see these obscenities. If this had happened, he would have immediately disembarked and reported the transgressors to those in authority. The Italian rental company noted that third person on board the taxi who was riding with Yi and Ms. Censori had obstructed the captain's view to the back of the boat. The company has since banned the couple from using their boats in the future. We completely dissociate ourselves from such acts and behavior. Mr. West and his wife will certainly no longer be welcome on board our company's boats. This ban is not the first in recent times, as Bianca has recently sparked controversy in Italy due to her wardrobe choices. Last month, local residents in Italy complained to police that the 28-year-old man was walking around in public in an unsightly state. She managed to avoid a fine for that, but if convicted of public indecency, they could face a fine from €5,000 to €10,000. The fashion designer, who is widely believed to be behind all of Censori's recent and controversial looks, and his new muse were first romantically linked in January 2023, just months after his divorce from Kim Kardashian was finalized. The couple wed in a private ceremony in Beverly Hills in January, about 2 months after the rapper's divorce to Kim Kardashian was finalized. However, the legality of the union is in question, as they did not file a marriage certificate. Kardashian filed for divorce in February 2021 after 6 years of marriage. Throughout their longtime romance, West often called her his muse and heavily influenced her fashion choices. The former couple share 4 children together: North, 10, Saint, 7, Chicago, 5, and Psalm, 4. Last week, West and Censori jetted off to the UK to attend London Fashion Week, and they are expected to take part in this week's fashion festivities in Milan.